That is, now just talk about the sadness of the Vodafone, some of the Vodafone messages, the heart, tugging the heartstrings. That man playing in the National Concert Hall this Friday night, the 19th, that is Friday night, isn't it? Friday or Saturday? I'm not really sure, but it is the 19th he's playing. And his last ever dates, suffering from Alzheimer's, and the new album is sensational. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when he plays that song to a packed audience at the weekend? 17 minutes past 11. Winter is upon us, so it's good to keep on top of your diet. Make sure your mood doesn't dip throughout the long, dark nights. And to give us some tips and other nutritional advice, I'm joined by nutritional therapist Elsa Jones. Elsa, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good, Tom. How are you?
Very well. I'm really intrigued by this mood food stuff. The fact that you could eat specific things. My stomach is rumbling. Apologies. The fact that you can eat specific things and it can, simple as that, lift your mood, because it's hard to believe something as simple. When you do have down feelings or things get to you, you have to be utterly convinced that it's what's going on in your life or issues in your life. The idea that could just be eat some nuts and turkey.
It can help. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to say that, you know, for example, that food can cure, let's say, depression, but it can help, and it is quite a fairly potent mood lifter.
Yeah.
And I suppose the science behind it is that one of the main influencing factors in terms of our mood is what's known as the happy hormone, serotonin.
Okay.
And serotonin is actually, it's a brain chemical. It's actually a neurotransmitter, is the correct title for it.
Right.
But serotonin is what makes us feel calm and content. Okay. And serotonin is produced from an amino acid called tryptophan. And tryptophan comes directly from the foods that we eat. So the idea is, if you want to boost your mood, to increase the amount of tryptophan-rich foods in your diet.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
And some of those foods are, let me see now, oats. Oh no, they're the wrong ones, Tom. Turkey, nuts. I'd flipped forward there, excuse me. Yeah, turkey, we're heading into the right season first. Nuts, eggs, fish, beans, cheese, things that are all very easy to get and eat, that's for sure.
Generally, protein-rich food are high in tryptophan. So exactly. Things like turkey, chicken, nuts, seeds, eggs. And if you can include those in every meal and in every snack, you'll be going a long way in terms of improving your mood. But it's not only just the tryptophan-rich food, I must point out. Okay, there's lots of other key vitamins and minerals that we need to get into the diet in order for the tryptophan to be converted into the serotonin.
Okay. One of them appears to be B vitamins. Tell me about them.
B vitamins. Basically, we need B vitamins in order for the tryptophan in the food to be converted into serotonin. Now, B vitamins are found in fruit and veg, and they're also found in whole grain carbohydrates. So things like brown rice and oats. Okay? But if you are deficient in any of the, for example, any of the vitamins and minerals that you need to make those neurotransmitters like serotonin, it can lead to low mood. And if you're under a lot of stress, for example.
This I found intriguing, because let's face it, most people are suffering stress to some level at the moment, whether it's with their job or not having a job or just generally being worried where the world is going, because let's face it, we live through very stressful times. This could be an issue for them.
Well, if you are constantly stressed, it means that you use up a lot of B vitamins.
Yeah.
So if you are, then you can quite easily become deficient in B vitamins, particularly if you're not replacing them in your diet. So if you're very stressed out and you have a bad diet, the chances are you're going to be low in your B vitamins, which means you won't be able to make enough serotonin.
Okay.
Incidentally, women are much more prone to serotonin deficiency. They say, research suggests that women are 3 times more prone to low mood than men. And that is because we have a tendency towards serotonin deficiency, which can be brought on again by stress, kind of hormone changes and nutritional deficiencies.
The food part of it, the turkey, the eggs, the fish, the beans, cheese, seems quite easy. And to be honest, the oats, the brown rice, the fruit and the green leafy vegetables are easy as well. But would you maybe, if you were being very stressed, take a B vitamin supplement?
You could do, if you feel that you have increased nutritional needs. The important thing is to choose a whole food supplement, so a really good quality supplement from the health food store. But try your best to get it from food.
It looks easy to do.
You know, what I would say is to make sure as well, you always combine a protein food with a carbohydrate. So let's say, for example, some good mood snack ideas would be, let's say some cottage cheese. on an oat cake, okay, because you got lots of tryptophan in the cottage cheese. Another snack would be, let's say, a handful of nuts, so maybe a handful of almonds. Combine that again with a carbohydrate, so let's say maybe a banana.
Lovely.
That's a really good combo, actually, because the nuts and the banana contain tryptophan.
Okay.
So you're really hedging your bets there with that one.
Great, yeah, good.
Let's say a good, maybe try out, maybe for lunch, maybe like a tuna and chickpea salad.
Yeah.
Okay, you got your protein and carbohydrates in there.
Very nice.
It's that
breakfast
clever
poached eggs on brown soda bread.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Great way to start.
Can you throw a bit of bacon into that?
Great way to start the day. So, for example, let's say you started the day with a coffee and a croissant.
Yeah.
Where's your protein?
That bad.
Where's your protein? Where's your complex carbohydrates? Where's your B vitamins? So how are you going to make...
How about sultana bran and milk? Is that...
Say that again?
Sultana bran and milk.
Sultana bran and milk. Yeah, ish.
Not
middling.
wildly excited though.
Middling.
Yeah. Okay.
But better combination would be something like porridge, maybe with some ground flax seeds, or eggs with bread, or natural yogurt.
I just can't get the staff to cook me those things in the morning. No matter what I say to them, they just don't cook for me. I don't know what's going on.
I'll have a little chat with them after.
Do, please. Now, put your headphones on, please, because Maeve from Dublin has a query for you this morning. Maeve, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. What's you have a question for Elsa?
Yeah. Hi, Elsa.
Hi, Maeve.
Basically, a couple of months ago, I wanted to kickstart a healthier eating lifestyle. So I did a 3-day juice diet where you just drink juices and you don't eat anything. And I just really like the convenience of getting like 5 pieces of fruit in the juicer and not having to worry about eating fruit for the rest of the day. And at this point, basically, I'm juicing about 100% of my fruit. I make a juice every morning. And I was just wondering, is that a healthy way to get your fruit intake?
It is and it isn't. Juicing is a really kind of easy and efficient way to get a large amount of vitamins and enzymes into you, kind of in a quick hit. But I would say there's some definite kind of rules around juicing. The first thing is, depending on the type of juicer that you have, you need to make sure that you retain the pulp of the juice. Because it's the fibre in the pulp is what slows down the sugar absorption from the fruit. Okay?
Yeah.
And it also, the fibre also helps keep our gut and our bowels healthy. So if you have a juicer that allows you to keep the fibre and the pulp, make sure that you include that.
Okay.
Okay?
And do I then eat that like separately, or?
No, throw it back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Throw it back in. And give me an example of a juice that you make. What do you put into it?
I would juice like 2 apples, about a quarter of a pineapple, and then put it in the blender with frozen strawberries, natural yogurt, and maybe a banana.
Sounds delicious.
Stomach rumbles.
Well, what I would say about that is, I would suggest that you make at least 50% of your juice combination and the base to come from vegetables. Okay? There's a lot of fruits going in there, and fruit, whilst it's very healthy, it isn't high in natural fruit sugar. So what you're going to get by eating those, let's say, 6 pieces of fruit in one go, is a sugar hit. So that's going to affect your blood sugar balance, which in turn can affect your weight. So 50% of your juice, the base should be formed from greens. So things like, for example, spinach, kale, chard, parsley, and then add fruit into it. So that's really it. It's to combine the vegetables with the fruit. I actually have some nice vegetable fruit juice combinations on my website if you want to have a look.
That's a very different kettle of fish for you, Maeve, isn't it?
Yeah. And how much would you recommend? Like, is a pint too much?
A pint would be about the maximum. Yeah,
Grand.
that would be about the maximum to eat in one go. And one juice session a day is most definitely enough. And eat it straight away, because once the enzymes are exposed to light, they can lose their nutrients.
Okay, brilliant.
God.
Okay, enjoy your juice.
Just
Thanks.
1 pint now, Maeve. 1 pint. You want to breath.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I have to ask you this very quickly. I know we're running out of time, but it's just one I think, Siobhan, as we're talking about being depressed, would love an answer to. I'm doing the Dukan diet. It's all going very well. I find it easy, to be honest. I'm taking vitamins in conjunction with the diet, but I feel very depressed at times. I'm never hungry, but I feel so down. What can you advise?
Well, what I would advise to you is that the Dukan diet is basically, it's a high protein, low carbohydrate diet, and it is quite successful for losing weight. But I would say if you have a tendency towards low mood, when you cut out carbohydrates from your diet, which she probably has if she's on the Dukan diet, it leaves you open to low mood. Because do you remember what I was saying earlier about the serotonin production? Serotonin production is dependent on carbohydrates. You need that insulin release. You need those B vitamins from carbohydrates. So what I would say to this, do we have her name?
Siobhan.
Siobhan. What I would say to Siobhan is follow the principles of the Dukan diet because they are good, but add some complex carbohydrates in. So, for example, maybe some brown rice, oats, that kind of thing. Fill a quarter of your plate with carbohydrates.
Okay, so you say that's where the issue is coming from with serotonin. It's exactly what you were saying in the mood food, essentially.
I think it's one part, but I would also say to her, if she's genuinely feeling depressed, get some help. Speak to her doctor.
All right. Thanks very much for that. Elsa will be back with us in 2 weeks' time. If you have a question for her, email tom@newstalk.ie or send it by text to 53106. That'll cost you 30 cents. Or your website, Elsa, is?
It's elsajonesnutrition.ie.
elsajonesnutrition.ie. Elsa, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
27 minutes past 11 o'clock, News Talk 106 to 108.